Hey guys, I'm hoping this video records. It's my second time doing it. The first time I didn't have any volume. This is my first time recording a TikTok, but I am doing this because I just had a UFE procedure for uterine fibroids, roughly around 10 days ago, 11 days ago. I had it December 6th, 2024. And I did a lot of research on my own here on TikTok, YouTube, Google, all the things. Um, and I found a lot of, like the basic stuff you would expect to hear, what to expect with the procedure, pain, cramps, all that good stuff. But I just wanted to come up here and just give my perspective, especially since it's still fresh. I just had it done. And there were certain things that I experienced that I did not see videos on. So I wanted to just come up here and kind of let you guys know what to expect, if anything. So like I said, I had my UFE December 6th. It was done through my right artery, through my groin. Horrible. I'm still in pain. I'm limping actually. I think I have a hematoma actually in the injection site. But we'll save that. So I just wanted to give like these little tidbits that I feel like I didn't come across. And the first one I would say is to make sure that you use the bathroom right before your procedure. Don't wait. Don't think, oh, I'll just go afterwards. Make sure, even if you have to tell them, wait, let me use the bathroom, please use the bathroom. I feel that once the procedure was done, they were able to see my bladder was full on the screen. And so the nurse said, oh, let me give you a bedpan. I can see your bladder's full. I was like, okay. She puts the bedpan, which they cannot keep on you because your blood needs to circulate. So they only give it to you for a few seconds. Which unfortunately, for whatever reason, it's hard for you to go. Like, you have to, but it's like you no longer have the sensation, because as soon as they transferred me from their bed where the procedure was done to the gurney, it was like, I don't know what it was, but it was like all that medication wore off. Like if I wasn't given anything. So it was like all those sensations came rushing like immediately. Like there was no transition period at all. So it made it like impossible for me to use the bathroom, like use the bedpan, because I knew I had to, but I did the sensations, it's like the pain, the cramps, your bladder being full, it was way too much. Then of course they removed the bedpan because they cannot have you just laying on it. And if you see me looking to the side, it's because I just have like some bullet points here I want to like focus on. I will not discuss the procedure because the procedure is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to find the same information across the board on what to expect. And because you're under anesthesia, you're awake, but you're sedated. So it's like, cool, you're thinking you're fine. You know what I mean? So it's like, I won't mention that because that's kind of self-explanatory. It's the other stuff that I feel I wasn't prepared for. One, of course, being use the restroom. Two, depending on where your injection site is, like I said, mine was on my my right leg. So my groin, upper thigh, I was unable to move it. So once they transferred me and took me to recovery, I had to remain straight up. Like I could not bend the leg. I could barely move it. I had to keep it straight for the blood to circulate, which you may think, I could do that. When you're under that type of pain, obviously our first instinct is to want to kind of curl up and, ball up in a fetal position and try to just get as comfortable as possible. You're unable to do that, which for me made me so much more uncomfortable because I wanted to kind of squirm around. When you're in pain, you just kind of want to move, and just having to remain stiff as a board, and then it's almost like what I felt on my right leg was like a restless leg syndrome. Like, although I couldn't move it, all I wanted to do was move it. It was so uncomfortable. I noticed also that I was very hot. Like, almost like hot flashes just came up out of me. Like I was extremely hot. Again, made me very uncomfortable. In my personal opinion, I do not feel this is an outpatient, especially for everybody. Like, I really don't. Like, obviously, if you're going to be uncomfortable, you may want to be uncomfortable in your own home, in your own bed. But I don't know. Like, I don't think everybody should be outpatient, honestly. That's my opinion. When I got home, it was so unbearable. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to say, do this, do. I was very uncomfortable. I honestly regretted it. It was one of those things that it's like, if you had to do it all over again, would you? I would, no. No. Now, granted, obviously I don't want to live with the fibroids. I've had fibroids for over 5 years. And I did the things, I changed my diet. I lost 100 pounds, honestly, trying to shrink my fibroids. I gave up eating red meat. I didn't eat pork. All the things. Like I said, I lost 100 pounds. But somehow the damn fibroids remain. So this was very necessary for me. I will say November 4th of this year, literally a month before the UFE, I had my left ovary removed along with an 11 centimeter cyst. That surgery had nothing on the UFE. Nothing. I was able to move around, go about my day within, I would say, a week total, maybe 5 days. I was fine after the procedure, after my surgery. The UFE, today's the first day that I'm like, okay, I got up, I did my hair. I'm like, let me record this video because I was not prepared for, and I'll be honest, my goal was to not take the Oxy because they prescribed Oxy, they prescribed Motrin 600, they prescribed Senna pills and stool softeners. I took the Senna and the stool softeners along with the Motrin. I did not want to take the Oxy because obviously I don't want to be on that. But not only that, it's going to constipate you more. You're already going to go through that. And that was a huge part of the pain. I would say like 4 to 5 days was just like the pain of the procedure, like the cramping and the uncomfortableness. And then the other days were just constipation. And then because you have so many sensations going on in your belly, you don't know what you're feeling. It's like, is it the pain of my uterus? Is it, I'm going to end the video here because my phone is dying. I don't know if you can even see me, but I'm going to pick up the video again once I charge my phone. But if you have any questions, just feel free to leave anything in the comments and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible.